Communication is a powerful tool, and the right words can create a significant impact in our personal and professional lives. However, sometimes, silence can be equally powerful. The phrase, "sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing, beat them with your nothing," emphasizes that it is not always necessary to respond with words when we face challenging situations or conflict. We will explore the power of silence and its potential impact, as well as provide examples of how silence can be used as a tool to achieve success. The power of silence. Silence can be an effective tool in many situations. It can convey a message more powerfully than words, especially when emotions are running high, and there is tension in the air. For example, when someone is angry or upset, their words may be hostile and unproductive. However, responding with silence can be a more powerful response as it conveys that you are not willing to engage in a negative conversation. By remaining silent, you are effectively taking control of the situation and not allowing the other person's words to impact you. When we are provoked, it is natural to react with words or actions. But sometimes, the most powerful thing we can say is nothing at all. In fact, staying silent in the face of aggression or criticism can be a powerful way to assert our strength and show our opponents that we are not intimidated. This approach is sometimes referred to as beating them with your nothing, using your silence to overpower your adversary. Silence can be a powerful tool in many situations. For example, in negotiations, staying quiet can signal that you are not desperate for a deal, and may even cause your opponent to lower their demands. In personal relationships, remaining silent can diffuse arguments and allow both parties to calm down and reflect on their feelings. In public speaking, pauses and silences can add emphasis and drama to a speech, and help the audience to absorb and reflect on the message, but silence can be particularly powerful in the face of aggression or criticism. When someone is attacking us or trying to provoke us, our natural instinct is to fight back, to defend ourselves with words or actions. But this approach can often escalate the situation and make it worse. By staying silent, we can diffuse the tension and show our opponents that we are not intimidated. This can be particularly effective if the attacker is looking for a reaction, as their actions lose their power if they do not receive the response they were expecting. When we remain silent, we are also taking control of the situation. We are not allowing the other person to dictate our response or our emotions. We are choosing to remain calm and centered, and to respond in a way that is consistent with our values and our sense of self. This can be a powerful way to assert our strength and show our opponents that we are not easily shaken. Silence can also be a powerful tool for introspection and self-reflection. In our busy lives, we often fill our days with noise and activity, leaving little time for quiet contemplation. Taking a few moments of silence each day can provide an opportunity to reflect on our thoughts and emotions. By doing so, we can better understand our motivations and actions, and work towards personal growth and development. Examples of silence as a tool for success. The power of silence can be seen in many examples throughout history. One of the most notable is the nonviolent protests led by Mahatma Gandhi in India. Gandhi's strategy was to protest in silence, refusing to engage in violence or hostile rhetoric. By remaining silent, he was able to convey a message of peaceful resistance and nonviolence, which ultimately led to India's independence. Another example of silence as a tool for success is the silent protest carried out by American athletes Tommy Smith and John Carlos at the 1968 Olympics. The two athletes raised their fists in a silent salute during the medal ceremony to protest against racial discrimination in the United States. Their silent gesture conveyed a powerful message and sparked a national conversation about civil rights. The challenges of staying silent. Of course, staying silent is not always easy. When we are attacked or criticized, our natural instinct is to defend ourselves. We may feel angry, frustrated, or hurt, and may want to lash out in response. Additionally, staying silent can be interpreted as weakness by some people, who may see it as an invitation to continue their attacks. Staying silent also requires a certain amount of self-control and discipline. We need to be able to manage our emotions and remain centered even in the face of aggression or provocation. This can be particularly challenging if the attacks are personal or if they trigger deep-seated insecurities or fears. Another challenge of staying silent is that it requires us to accept the situation as it is, at least in the moment. We need to be able to tolerate the discomfort of being attacked or criticized, and to resist the urge to react. This can be difficult, especially if the attacks are unjust or unfair. The benefits of staying silent. Despite these challenges, staying silent can have many benefits. For one, it can help us to maintain our integrity and self-respect. When we choose not to react to aggression or provocation, we are showing ourselves that we are in control of our emotions and our actions. We are not allowing ourselves to be pushed around or manipulated by others. Staying silent can also be a way to cultivate inner strength and resilience. When we choose not to react to aggression or provocation, we are showing ourselves that we are capable of handling difficult situations with grace and dignity. This can be a powerful confidence booster, and can help us to develop greater self-esteem and self-assurance.